Hello and welcome to It's a New Thing. I'm Deidre Bibb and I'm a motivational speaker and professional empowerment trainer. And I've come to answer the infamous question, what is professional empowerment training? Well, professional empowerment training is energy. But first of all, let's back up to why professional empowerment training is necessary, what's different about it, and what makes it a new thing. Well, most social professionals, teachers, correctional professionals, social workers, nonprofit personnel, and even some pastors are required to take certain courses and trainings, and workshops throughout the course of each year in order for them to maintain a certain amount of units or credits to continue to have their license or certifications and continue in their career. That is called professional development, and that is a requirement for social professionals in order for them to remain in their positions. Well, professional empowerment is a necessity that I am hoping and working diligently to one day make a necessity. Professional empowerment is the energy that is needed for those individuals that encourage and empower other individuals to continue. It is the refueling that needs to happen on a regular basis so that those individuals that are pouring out of themselves each and every day to other people, that they can be refueled and they can be re-energized and they can have what they need to be successful in their effort to assist those individuals that come to them for assistance. If you are a teacher and your goal is to empower and encourage and to teach young people so that they become productive citizens of society, how can you do that if at some point in your career you realize you don't even like doing your job anymore because you're dealing with students that are unruly, students that are disrespectful, parents who don't seem to understand that their student needs some additional help to become what they need to become or to do what they need to do, or parents who weren't properly trained, properly raised, properly educated, so they are not able to do so for their children. So they want to come to school, they want to curse you because you did not give their child the grade they feel their child deserves when their child has not earned it. What do you do when you need to explain to that parent how to work with their child to get their child to a better place and why you did what you did without getting upset, without getting an attitude? How do you deal with a classroom full of unruly students who have no idea of what it is you're talking about, nor do they have any interest? What do you do with that? How do you get up in the morning still motivated and energized with the passion you had when you started, that you wanted to be a teacher, you wanted to make a difference? How do you keep that going? Professional empowerment. That's how you keep that going. You get the tools and techniques you need to be able to re-energize yourself, to be able to energize your students. As a social worker, how do you have a client sit across from you who is telling you all of what they're going through, whether it's domestic violence, whether it's economic issues, whether it's even mental illness issues? How do you encourage that individual to keep going, to move forward? How do you enhance that individual's self-esteem when you're running on low, when you're running on empty, and your self-esteem is almost invisible because you don't feel like you've made a difference in all the years that you've been doing your job? You go to your supervisor, you tell your supervisor what your issues are. Your supervisor says, well, you need to get this done. You come to work in the morning and you already had too many clients, and you come to work in the morning and now you have more clients. What do you do with the stress that you are now under? What do you do with the burnout that you feel? How do you get yourself back to the place where you're passionate about your job? Professional empowerment. If you're a corrections officer and you're going into a prison or a jail, or you're a parole officer or probation officer and you're dealing with individuals who are repeat offenders, people that have done the same thing so many times, and some of them you've seen over and over again, how do you keep feeling that you might be able to make a difference in this person's life? Professional empowerment. How do you feel encouraged enough to get up and go to a job that works you overtime and pays you underpaid? How do you go to a job that doesn't seem to respect the fact that you have a family and you need to go home on time? Your family has plans, your child has a game, your daughter has a recital, but someone didn't show up for work, so now you have to work a double. How do you keep yourself excited about going to that job every day? Professional empowerment. Professional empowerment is an upfront, in-your-face way of teaching you how to keep yourself encouraged. It is interactive workshops and motivational presentations that excite you all over again, that gives you that passion back that brought you into your career in the first place. You joined a nonprofit organization or took on a position in a nonprofit organization because you wanted to make a difference. But yet the funding is not available. The people that you see that come in, you don't have the resources to assist them. You don't have what they think you have, and you're not able to provide what it is they need. So you've lost interest. You're stressed out. You come home from work and you want to do something and you just can't. Your hands are tied. How do you keep yourself energized and motivated enough to get up in the morning, get dressed, and go back to a job where you may have to say no more times than you get to say yes throughout the day? Professional empowerment. Professional empowerment, again, is interactive trainings and motivational presentations that energize you, refuel you, remind you of why you entered into your profession in the first place. Because it is not, hear me, just a job. It is a calling. It is your purpose. No one goes into social work, teaching, corrections, nonprofit, and most not even into pastoring because it's the best thing out there to do. In most cases, it's the lowest paid position because in the private sector, many jobs pay much more than teaching jobs, than social work jobs, than correction jobs. They work a lot less. They get holidays and weekends off. They have straight and set schedules, where in a lot of cases, you do not have that when you are in a profession, a social profession. So in professional empowerment, I encourage and empower you and give you the tools and techniques that keep you excited about your job, excited about your purpose, excited about your call. And not only that, and most importantly, make you effective in your position so that those that come to you seeking assistance will actually receive the assistance they came to receive. You will not empty yourself out every day because I will provide you with tools and techniques that will refuel you every time you feel like you're running empty. You will be able to reach for a resource that I have provided you to be able to refuel yourself. Whether it's Post-it notes that you've posted around your office that I've taught you how to do, or whether it's resources that I've given you, or whether it's places that you can go that you can find yourself again. I also teach you how to transition from work to home, to not take the stress, the anger, the hostility, the frustration home to your children and your spouses that are looking for you to come home and participate in family functions, to come home, to hug them, to help them with their homework. I help you empower yourself so that you can continue to empower the individuals that seek and need your assistance. Professional empowerment is necessary for not just social professionals, but for anyone who seeks to make a difference in someone else's life. For anyone and everyone who looks for an opportunity to make a difference. And if you're running on empty, I am your gas pump. And I am where you can pull up to and be refueled to continue the journey that you began with the passion that you began the journey with. I am a new thing, and you should get in touch with It's a New Thing Incorporated so that you can be empowered today. It is time for you to do a new thing.